Hey guys, CoolCheese here, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we'll be going over the patch that has released this past Tuesday and kind of my opinions on it. And before you say anything, like, your opinions aren't valid because you do not use meta, I'd like to say first of all, as up to this point, I've basically used everything. I've been spending the most of today spending around 2 rounds on the stuff I hadn't been able to touch previously, so I've been using more high rate of fire pulse rifles, and then also shotguns, which are still good by the way, but I've been using everything from fusion rifles, sidearm snipers, shotties, all of the primaries, except, well, not like everyone in the game, but all the archetypes. I've been using heavy. That's not really balanced, there's nothing really changed about that. But I've been also using a lot of, like, Blade Dancer. I've been using all these nerfed classes, all the changed ones. And then I've also been messing around with the Blink, which I am really enjoying, by the way. But, yeah, let's just get right into this video. So let's first talk about special weapons. So in the patch, basically what they changed is that, first of all, whenever you die, you lose your special ammo, but the crates spawn in faster at every minute. And they also made it so that shotguns were nerfed in numerous ways, which we don't need to cover that because it wasn't very significant. So, first of all, let's talk about sidearms. So sidearms aren't really changed, and they're in the same state that they were before, and I used sidearms before, and they feel the same. There's nothing different. The only reason why more people are using them is because people want special ammo all the time, so it's more of a burst. I feel like later down it's gonna die out more, but currently more people are using sidearms, which I think is a good thing. They're fun weapons to use just because yeah, people, they need their special. And now let's go to shotguns. I haven't used a Matador yet, which I apologize for that, but I've been using things like the Trial Shotty and To the Morgue, so I apologize for not using max range shotguns, but and Universal Remote. But these not as range shotguns, they're still pretty good. Like, I've used them to success. I've been getting like 2 to 3 KDs, so there's not really much changed. It's just the special ammo is the main deal for me. Now snipers, nothing changed. Special ammo is annoying, but for snipers it's not that big of an issue because generally you're playing passive anyway. So if you're an aggressive sniper, it affects you quite a bit. But if you're not, then basically nothing's changed. And since the crates spawn more often, generally you're getting more sniper ammo in total, which is good. And now fusion rifles. So in the patch, nothing changed directly to fusion rifles besides the special ammo changes, which initially I thought was going to be a really big nerf for fusion rifles, as seen before. Fusion rifles were more inconsistent in shotguns, so you generally were using more ammo. So they kind of had an ammo issue, especially Telesto, but that's a different story. But I've been playing around, and I do think in 6s there is an ammo issue just because you get killed so many times. So 6s is mainly primaries, but that also applies for basically everything. But with the fusions, it's fine in skirmish. In skirmish, actually, I'm getting more ammo for my Telesto than I would otherwise. And in stuff like Rumble, as long as I can get the crates consistently, I'm still getting more ammo, so I think they're in a good place as well. So for primaries, it's going to be a little bit shorter, but overall, basically what happened is that some primaries got buffed a little bit, some got nerfed a little bit, and it's all of these little changes, so there wasn't really anything significant. And currently, it looks like as if everything's like on an equal field, that everything's doing fine, and like everyone's using all of these primaries. But I feel like as we go into these in the next couple months and we actually like get into the meta, what's gonna happen is that stuff like the Doctrine's really strong right now, also Hawksaw, and surprisingly the Vanguard pulse rifle is also pretty good as well, the Parthian shot. But those are really good, but I think hand cannons are also going to take this meta too, just because of how consistently you can actually get those hits. It doesn't really matter about the damage, as long as you can hit them from that far away. It's kind of ridiculous what you can do, and overall I think eventually hand cannons are going to take the cake. So now let's get into subclasses and abilities. So the major things that happened is that all regenerating perks were reduced. Funky stuff's happening, but they're being brought back up. Blink was nerfed, and finally the Stormcaller melee was nerfed. So, Stormcaller melee was nerfed, that's fine. It's still really far away, it's just not quite as far away. The super is still stupid. And, so Stormcaller is basically the exact same, it's just like 1 meter of distance. With the regen, most of that's getting patched, like I said, so we don't really need to talk about that. The main thing is Blink. So, a lot of people don't like Blink right now. I like Blink right now just because I'm an anti-meta person, but, I think it's not as bad as people are making out to be. I don't agree with the nerf that they did entirely, but I do somewhat, because in this meta of primaries, the reason why they're buffing primaries is to get people to stop complaining about snipers and shotties. And if you can just have a shotgun and teleport to someone, even though I'm not, like, if you're in higher skill levels, yes, Blink isn't going to be effective. But if you're talking about casual levels, Blink can actually kind of be OP. If you get put up against, like, people who just got the game, Blink is actually broken. It's better than all these normal jumps because they can't follow it. But it's just, Blink, I can understand why they did it. I don't agree with them. But so, the part, if you just got rid of radar, which I think that would have been the smarter thing to do, that would be fine. Just you blink, you get rid of your radar, boom, you're done. But this gets rid of your radar and your HUD, which I do not agree with that HUD part strongly. Because in most like gunfights, when I have blink, what will happen is that I'll blink up to avoid stuff, and then I can't see the amount of bullets in my gun, I can't see my health anymore, I can't see anything, I can't see my grenade cooldown, I can't see any of these things that I need to know in order to win this gunfight, and because of that, I start shooting the guy, and it's like, oh yeah, you only have 2 bullets in your hand cannon. It's like, well, you know, Bungo, if you just kept that up there, then you could be like, hey, now I know what to do so I can win. And I think that part needs to be changed, but the radar part, I think I can live with that not being changed. I feel like there is a good reason behind that, and even though I don't entirely agree, I think it's good for health of casuals. So yeah, that's it for the video. If you disagree with any of these things, feel free to say it in the comment section, but make sure that it's not out of rage, that I'm not talking like your class was nerfed and then I'm not specifically talking about that. I apologize if I didn't, but this is honestly how I feel about the entire meta currently. So this is also first impressions, so take that with a little grain of salt, but I feel like this is mostly going to be correct in the long run. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy this video, hit the like button. If you watched this video, hit the like button, and thank you guys for watching this video. Until next time, guys, peace out. Bye-bye.